Hey, it's Zay and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be reacting to AITA questions that I find on Reddit. If you do not know what that is, it basically stands for Am I the A-hole? And it's a series. Is that what you call it? I don't know. But basically, people come on the internet explaining situations that had happened to them or they're involved in and asked if they were in the wrong for what they had did or said. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we get into that, do both of them at the same time. So I was looking at one before I started recording. It says AITA for telling my daughter she needs to help out more. Based off the title alone, yes. Now, if she's not doing nothing around the house, I mean, like, at her big age doing absolutely nothing, like not even cleaning her room, taking out the trash. Well, don't make your daughter take out the trash. That's your son's job. Don't make your daughter do it. If your son is around, he can take out the trash. But if she's absolutely doing nothing with herself, then yeah, but we gonna see. Okay, so here we go. I, 43 female, have 5 kids. Slow your roll. See, that's the problem right there. I can see where this is gonna go. Joanna, who is 16, she's a female. Spencer, who is 7, he's a boy. Caden, who is 6, he's a boy. Rover, who is 4, she's a girl. And Bella, who is 2, she's a girl. So Joanna is older than all of your kids by a long shot. Joanna's 9 years older than your second child. That's a big age gap. And let me guess, you want her to help out with the kids. That's usually how stuff like this goes, where you have a child who's like in their teenage years, and then you turn around and you have either one more or several more. 9 times out of 10, it's normally several more, and you expect them to help out because they're older. I hate folks like that. Like, just because you was popping it don't mean that I gotta help with the consequences of you popping it. That's your baby, not mine. I didn't push him out. You did. Okay. Joanna has a different father than her siblings, and unfortunately, her younger siblings lost their dad about a year ago. God dang. R.I.P. Obviously, it's ridiculously hard raising 5 kids alone, but I've been getting Joanna's help. Help how? Let me see it. Recently, Joanna got a job, and I brought up the idea of her using her money to help pay rent. I didn't read that right. Recently, Joanna got a job, and I brought up the idea of her using her money to help pay rent. I'm gonna keep reading. It's not ideal, but I can't afford it alone, and my younger kids can't really do much. If you knew you were not going to be able to afford 5 kids in the far future, why the heck would you have more? You said you were 43. Your youngest is 2, so you popped her out at 41. There's no way that you weren't going through a financial crisis or whatever you want to call it at 41. So why the heck would you pop out another one? Your second youngest is 4, meaning that you had her when you were 39. There's no way you weren't having a financial crisis when you were 39 and you popped out another one. And then 2 years later, you popped out another. Come on. Okay, where did I leave off at? She was upset, obviously. What? How long did she have the job? Matter of fact, that doesn't even matter. You're asking your oldest to basically give up her money for you and your younger children. You're basically pushing her out the way for your other 4. She was there with you by herself for 9 years. And then boom, Spencer comes along and it's all about him. Then Caden comes along and it's all about him. And then Rowan comes along and it's all about her. And then Bella comes and it's all about her. You're basically pushing Joanna out the way. How you think that girl feel? Just got a job, thinking she doing her big one. Hey, get it? I'm making money, stuff like that. And then boom, here you come. Oh, I need money. Lots of it too. She probably work at some retail store or fast food place, and that check is no more than $300. And you basically want her to give a good majority of her money to you for your financial needs. What job you work? Why you ain't got 2? You got 5 kids. You need 5 jobs. 1 for each child. What? Okay. She was upset and refused to talk about it. Finally, I brought it up again. See, that I would have got mad too. Because why are you bringing it up twice? I ain't want to talk about it the first time. What make you think I'm going to want to talk about it the second time? Hello? You good in the scalp? You alright? Was you dropped as a kid? What's your problem? Okay. Finally, I brought it up again last night after she came home with some stuff she bought after she got off work. That girl just got off work. She tired, probably had to deal with everybody and their doggone mama for, what, 8 hours? Is that like a business day? About 8 hours. I don't know. Only for her to come home to her nagging behind mama, asking for some money. Again, after she refused to talk about it for the first time. Joanna, baby, you better than me. I would have slapped her. Girl, leave me alone about money. Girl, I'm like, she not your roommate, she your child. This ain't no... She's your child. What? Like, okay. I told her she needs to help her family first, and she said that it's not her problem. I shouldn't punish her for my failures. You're absolutely right. She is 1,000% honest. Joanna, wherever you may be, I want to give you the biggest hug and the biggest high five, because you clocked that T right there. Because girl, what? You want her to be financially responsible for yourself and her younger siblings because you couldn't keep your legs closed. I told her that she has to help out more, and I gave her a choice. Either help me out or I will see about her dad taking her in, because it would get her part of the financial load off me. She won't talk to me now because she doesn't want to have to help, but also doesn't want to go to her dad's. I am at my wit's end. AITA for asking her to help out. Yes. Yes, you are. Shirley, because you didn't say what your name was, so I'm going to call you Shirley. Shirley, you need your behind whooped. Real bad. So you're basically, when you gave her that ultimatum, you basically said, okay, you either give me your money once a week or however often you get paid, or I'm kicking you out and you're gonna go live with your father. I wouldn't want to do either of those either. Like, if you're gonna ask somebody for money, be nicer about it. You're basically telling her, hey, I need money. It's for your siblings. You live here, you might as well go ahead and help out. What? Maybe it's just how I was raised. My mama would never do anything like that to me. And shout out to my mama, because girl, I love that girl. Love her down. But really? Really, Shirley? You do that to your baby? Your firstborn? The one who made you a mama? Baby, when she do move out, do know that she's not looking back. Won't call you, won't text you, won't visit you, no nothing. Stupid girl, like, what is wrong with you? What? Let's find another one. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, so after the first one that I just did, I'm gonna do 2 more. So after this one, I'm gonna do 1 more. This one says, AITA for making my girlfriend take the stairs instead of the escalator. Based off the title alone, absolutely. What? Moving on. My girlfriend, 42 female, and I, 47 male, had plans to go to a festival in San Francisco. To avoid the road traffic, we decided to take the subway instead. As we were going up to the platform, I decided that we should take the stairs instead of the escalator. That is my usual routine whenever I board trains at that station. Plus, I thought she'd enjoy the exercise. For context, my girlfriend wears both a, how do you say that? A Euro ring? I don't know how. And an Apple Watch. She counts her steps constantly, and if she doesn't meet her daily goals, will sometimes wave her arms around to try to gain her step count. As I take a left turn to go up the stairs, she starts looking at me like I'm an a-hole and starts arguing with me about why we're not taking the escalator instead. This goes on for about 2 minutes until the train starts coming, and she realizes that she had no choice but to run up the stairs as fast as she could. Now she's complaining that her legs are sore and her, I don't know how to pronounce the word, so I'm just gonna say her O-ring says her stress levels climbed while running up the stairs. In short, I can tell she's still annoyed. So am I the a-hole for making my girlfriend take the stairs instead of the escalator? If she didn't say that she wanted to take the stairs instead of the escalator due to the fact that she wanted to get her steps up, why the heck would you make her do it? Yes, I understand you were trying to be helpful and you notice that like whenever she doesn't get her daily steps in, she gets agitated or whatever, but like if she didn't say anything about daily steps, you shouldn't have said nothing to her about daily steps. I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have kept my mouth closed. I would have been as quiet as a mouse. Yeah, you were being helpful, but like now you got her hurting. So were you really being helpful? Okay, we're gonna do one more because I've been talking for a minute and I'm tired and I have to edit and I have to get this out. So let's see. Okay, this is the last one. It says AITA for replacing my soon-to-be stepdaughter's broken hair straightener with one that's same price, excuse me, but not the exact same one. So you broke her hair straightener, found one that was equally priced as the one that you broke, but it wasn't the same brand. I mean, why buy a hair straightener that's not the same one? I mean, are you aiming for her not to notice that you broke it? Because if that was what you were aiming for, you should have bought the same exact one. I, 38 female, broke my 16-year-old soon-to-be stepdaughter's hair straightener. It fell off the counter when I was cleaning and the plates cracked off. I felt bad, so I went online that same day and ordered her a new one. Same price point, good reviews, kind of the same features, but different brand and model. So were you aiming for her not to notice that you broke it? Or were you just trying to be nice and get her a new one? Because if you were aiming for her not to notice that you broke it, you should have got the same brand and the same model. What? Okay. Her mom got her the original off Facebook Marketplace for $100. So I figured I'd just replace it with a $100 straightener. Okay, so just because it's the same price does not mean that it does the same thing, but moving on. I ordered one and gave it to her, but now I'm being told that her old one was actually some high-end $400 model, and they expect me to replace it with the full retail value one instead of what was actually paid. So what they want you to do, let me break this down and make sure I understand what they're saying. So they want you to spend $400 out of your pocket to buy a hair straightener that they had originally got off Facebook Marketplace for $100. Is that cool? What? No. Okay. When it came, she acted polite at first, but then told her dad it's not the same and it doesn't work the way she likes. Why not just be open about it and tell you that, hey, it don't work, or hey, I don't want this one? Why you running to your daddy? What? Okay. Now both her and my boyfriend are mad, saying I should have asked her first or hunted down the exact same one. I honestly thought I was doing the right thing, replacing it right away with something just as good. From my side, I replaced what I broke with equal value of what was paid. I offered to return it and just give the money from them. It's like I didn't replace her straightener. I replaced it with a straightener. I think it should be about money spent, not about the money it actually costs new. AITA, or are they just being ungrateful? So yes and no. Yes, because you didn't have to go out of your pocket and buy them a new straightener. Well, buy her a new straightener just because you broke it. But that was also the least you could have did. You broke it, you buy it, you know? But no, because why would you... Okay, they got it for $100. You bought one that was $100. Just because they're the same price does not mean they do it the exact same thing. Also, you bought her a different brand. She obviously had that straightener because it worked best with her hair. Why not buy either one of that brand or one that did the same thing? Or buy the exact same model? I don't understand. Yes, you were being nice, but it really don't do anything because you didn't buy the exact same thing that you broke. So, I mean, I kind of get them, but then again, I kind of don't. Like, don't be ungrateful because at the end of the day, like I said, she did not have to buy it. She could have said, whoopsie daisies, my bad, you have no straightener. But no, she bought one. That was the least she could have did, but she bought one. But at the same time, though, why not just replace it fully? Oh, we only spent $100 for it because it was on Facebook Marketplace. Everything is cheap on Facebook Marketplace. I said we were going to do one more, but I actually got another one. Okay, so it says AITA. So I asked you to hit the big three. I don't think you are. I think you should. I think you should with every video. And I think you should do the add-on too. Yeah. This is the end of today's video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Hit the big three, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that add-on for me. Share to your mama, uncle, sister, brother, cousins. I will see y'all later. Bye. Love y'all. Love when I'm ripping the plastic. Love when I'm popping the